God, the creator of heaven and earth as well as its contents. Our Father in heaven. This very term is usually confused with other so-called gods, which are actually demons. Concerning these gods, they are the foundation of all pagan religions around the world. Within each consist of the sun god, moon goddess, and reborn child. These gods are also responsible for many inhumane and bizarre rituals, and as well, holidays which we celebrate, which I shall explore in near future, God willing. It is rather unfortunate to know that Satan has been spreading all sorts of heresies within the church in order to deny to the masses access to divine light concerning the Most High, His laws and His nature, which has been a great controversy within. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. Genesis 3 verse 15. Revelation 12 verses 7 to 9. And yet within the same tongue which breathes lies, comes praises and glorification to God before the masses who rarely study the scriptures in its unchanged form and presentation. Just because you say, God, does not mean that the person is referring to the Most High. It's just that the person is referring to the Most High. It's just that this is done to deceive the masses into thinking that the celebrity truly obeys God and His word. This is what Satan through the industries does in order to weaken the vigilance of Christians so that the commandments of God be disregarded and His nature walked before the masses so that no one would be willing to come to Him that they may have life. So, who is the God of the Bible? In Hebrew, God's name, which has been repressed in our modern translations, is known as YHWH. Some refer to this name as Yahweh, some, Yahuwah as a substitute for the Lord. In Hebrew, the word God is Elohim, which generally would be God in common language. However, it is used by the Hebrews as emphasis on the point that the true God is above all things and is worthy of praise.
In our modern Bibles, we see the word Lord used throughout our pages, yet in the same sentence, we see the name of the Lord. The Lord is usually used in secular fields, so why address Him like any other human idol? This is meant to remove knowledge of God from us so that we may be weak in Satan's grip. By the way, kindly view the verse, Psalm 68 verse 4 in the King James Version, since is the most accessible unchanged version available, which features the Hebrew name of God. And as for the nature of God, the Bible presents Him as the author and finisher of our faith as well as our judge on that great day. The true God of the Scriptures also have very specific traits, making Him stand out. First of all, He does not tolerate any rivals, nor does He accept the form of a graven image to represent His form, emphasizing His invisible yet all-powerful nature. You shall have no other gods before me. Exodus 20 verse 3. He is the creator of all things, and by His words all things were made within 6 days. The seventh day, upon which He rested, is the mark of His dominion and authority over all creation and the covenant between Himself and His people. He is love itself and desires an intimate relationship with Him. However, His strict stance on justice demands that balance be maintained and all evil restrained, otherwise Satan would ruin this world if left otherwise. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. Psalm 145 verse 8. The Bible portrays God as all-knowing, Psalm 147 verse 5, all-powerful, Jeremiah 32 verse 17, and present everywhere, Psalm 139 verses 7 to 10. These attributes highlight His sovereignty and majesty. Throughout the Bible, God's faithfulness is emphasized. He keeps His promises and remains true to His word. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23 affirms, because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning, great is your faithfulness. Last but not least, let's expose the truth. The true God is infinite in all aspects and is the true foundation of the unchanged truth of the Scriptures. God consists of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, yet the Father and the Son were from the very beginning, and the Holy Spirit is the presence, voice, thoughts, and nature of both, not a separate entity. To conclude, God is one, YH is His name, Elohim, His form and presence and goodness, love, justice are His nature.